Hello, this is Fay Hamadi for Professor Kasha Art Foundation 205. Today we'll be learning about pencil swatches and the different types of pencils. So you will need your sketchbook and your set of pencils with the different shades. They come in different and variety of shades. So all the numbers I will be sharing today are what I have currently, and you would probably have some differences, like you might have lighters and you might have darkers. So let's start. Firstly, let me explain what are the darkers and what are the lighters. The lightest are the edge. The edge, like you see on here, on your pencil, the number on here is the number that you will be looking for before you start. So what I have on me is 5H. H means the lightest. So when the number goes up, it's lighter, and when the number goes down, it's darker. So 5H is actually lighter than H or 2H. And if we look in here, I have 5B. 5B is the darker of my set. So you might have 8B or 9B, that's even much darker. And 5B is darker than B or 2B. And HB is in the middle. So we're usually gonna use mostly HB and then like shade in darkers, which is the B's, or we might need to use lighters for the lighter areas. So this is the first thing we'll have to learn. And now let's start with swatching them so we can see the actual differences. So let's start with 5H as it's the lightest shade. So you need to write down lightest, and then you write here your numbers starting from the H's going all the way to the B's. And then you will need to write here darkest. So we're gonna do this in three types with the three different pressures. Firstly, for the H5, at first we'll use a really light hand, not even pressing. So we're gonna swatch it on here, just light hand, not pressing at all. And then for the medium, we'll put some medium pressure just to give it a little darker, so you can see it more. And then we'll brush hard, really hard, but make sure to show the pigment. And we're gonna do this for all of them. So I have finished all the edges, and now I've reached the HB. So for the HB, you will already have noticed by now how the colors are started lighter, and then they've even darker now. So let's swatch together the HB with a really gentle light hand, and then medium pressure, and then press hard. So HB is always in the middle between the B's and the H's. So you'll notice it's the normal color or shade of pencil we usually use. And now let's start with the B's. So as now you can see, I have finished swatching all of my pencils. This is a really good exercise for you to know the difference between each shade of pencil and when and why we should use it. As you can also notice, we started with the edges and they started me looking more harsh, even though they're really light. And the B's are more softer, while as well they are the darkest. So also keep in mind you can use the same pencil in different ways and get different results and shades. As this is why we did with light hand, medium hand, and more pressure. So you can use the same pencil, like for example the HB again. It was really light, then a bit darker, then way darker. So this is the close-up into what I just did with the shading and defining the values we have. And this is another example I did when I was taking this course. So you can tell I had different pencils and a more variety of a set. So I did all of them. So let's just flip up the page, or on the facing page, we're gonna learn about the grayscale and the value finder. So you would probably have your own grayscale and value finder. Physically you would have it, but I don't have it, but I'll show you how it looks like on my laptop. So let's check that out. So this is how it looks like. It will help you to find your values and create the right shading. So let's pretend that this is a black and white image with the grayscale, and this is the grayscale and value finder. So you need to put your image and then your grayscale on it to find the shades and the values. So you'll put it on top and you will look the closest color value on the grayscale to the color you're looking for is it. So just put your grayscale on here and try to play with the shades to figure out which one of your pencils defined the value we have on our grayscale. So after you shade, starting from the darkest, which is your highest number of B, until the lightest, which is the lightest number of H you have, and keep the first one empty, so it's white. Start by adding the value number, so you wouldn't forget about it. And also always keep your grayscale on it so you can match the actual color to it. I will show you a close-up of what I just did, but keep in mind that I actually don't have the actual grayscale, so I haven't made a really good job with it. So by you having it with you, it helps you much more to find the actual values. Hope this have helped you, and if you have any questions or need any help, don't hesitate to ask for it, and have a good day.